Hello, welcome to the Season 2 NRSL Universal Orlando Cup Series All-Star Race here at Coca Cola, the daytime version. We are not under the lights. I feel like with the day version, it's a lot better, and I feel like you don't want to hit the wall and all that. And this is the real Super Speedway Racing. And we got a co-commentator for this All-Star race. Joining me in the broadcast booth, we got Chris Washer 97, aka Chris Washer. How you doing? Chris?
Feeling pretty good. Yeah, feeling pretty good. It's supposed to be a very good racetrack out there tonight. We have a five-way tie to sell the Outback Series race, so we're not running those till later. That's pretty amazing. But I'm in my car ready to go. Let's get racing.
Yeah, we're doing this one first because the Outback has a five-way tie for a fan vote. We'll announce later on if we do have a chance of who that winner will be. And if you know on Facebook and all that, congratulations. So how about the front row, Chris? These are drivers that are making their debuts in these cars, I should say. Both for BK Racing, and both under, what was originally Voiles and Andy Thomas. Justin Telepass, last time we saw him was last season at Zenjoltis. He was one of the chasers. Now in this season in the 83, and we'll see how he'll do. And Voiles at that time was 7th. Starting in 2nd is Jake Baskinger, who replaced Andy Thomas as the points leader. So, interesting how that sounds, huh, Chris?
It's very interesting. Once again, if you haven't heard, Daniel Voiles and Thomas and all the drivers got kicked out of the NRSL and banned permanently. And these drivers just took over. They have some driving experience, so they hired him, and bam, front row in the All-Star race. That's one hell of a showing.
And Jake Baskinger, he's part of the Outback Series driving the 25, so great to see him in the Cup for the first time. And here we go, the rest of the top 10. We got Chris Washer starting 4th, Charles Sanford, the fan vote winner, starting 3rd. 5th is James Silverfox's new scheme, Rise Against, and 6th is Daniel Day. 7th is Ryan Richards, 8th Cody Lamas, 9th Noah Hart, completed top 10 is James Qualls. We'll go through the rest of your starting lineup right now. Is Ian Dutta, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, Zach Buchanan, Brad Johnson, Jack Richards, Dougie Shears, Chris Dollarton, Anthony Emery, Eugene Max, Ashley Willis, Devin Becker, Anthony Ritchie, John Cedino, Anthony McCurry, Dylan Potey, and Jessica Sheldon clean the field, which there's only about 27 cars. So let's get out of the pause, and we're going to get these cars all readied up. So now, Chris, if you had to pick one driver to win this All-Star race, who would it be?
Well, as you said, Justin Talampas, he was a former chase driver last year. And he started on pole. He's making a showing for himself right now. I think he has a chance to win this race. All he has to do is stay out of the wrecks and make good pit strategy, and he'll be able to win.
Interesting call there. I'm going to look at the guy here that's in this field. And I'm going to go with the surprise pick here that I don't think a lot of people are going to expect. I'm going to pick the 38 of Anthony Ritchie, starting toward the back. And normally when an All-Star race, if you start in the back, normally it brings a lot of good luck. So I'm going to pull a surprise at St. Anthony Ritchie. Now the rules for this All-Star race are as follows, is that obviously for me, I'm only going to do one segment. But here we're going to have 26 laps in one segment. Cautions are on. Here we go. Pace car dives down to pit road. Ticker is up as well. Here we go. Waiting for it. Green flag is out at Coca Cola.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go NRSL Racing, boys.
Already, Talent Pass getting off to a great start. And don't forget something there, Chris, is that car won the 500. But in other words, this car is a great Super Speedway Racing. So, keep an eye on that, too. As here comes Charles Sanford, who's got the 2nd spot. Now James Silverfox wants the 2nd spot.
Now, James Silverfox already going to the front here. And,
he couldn't get that 2nd spot. Charles Sanford got to run on the high line. Baskinger trying to keep 3rd. Can't do it. Now Sanford going for the lead. And as they're going nearly 4 wide for 3rd, they keep it. Oh, my word almighty. Now, if anyone remembers last season, unfortunately, Jack Richards in this field, but not Charles Jackson. And remember that 24. That used to be at that time, that was Bianca Roberts. If anyone remembers that wreck, where Charles Jackson was trying to go onto pit road, off of 4, cut off someone, both hit the barrier. You're going to see later on. And both ended up flipping. Bianca Roberts went underneath their cars. And no, they went 3 wide. And cars around, I think. Lamas, Qualls, and McCurry, they keep it going. Lamas and McCurry and Becker actually got damaged. But we're going to show you. We're looking at Jack Richards right now. I'm going to show you coming up here. Coming off this turn right here. Clip someone. See that barrier right there they just passed? That's where he hit nearly, in the edge of it. I can guarantee you Jack Richards does not want to end in that position again.
No, and once again, regarding that earlier spin we had, their incident with a couple of cars, that didn't bring out the caution, so we're still under green flag racing. And see, there's a little battle in the pack here.
Yeah, that was Qualls, Lamas, and McCurry. It looked like they were on the apron too, so I don't think it really mattered. But they saved their cars, and they're still able to continue. As here comes Dougie Shears coming for the lead. He was one of the guys that won at one of the 2 spots of the showdown. The other one was Chris Washer. You see him coming through the field. As there's Anthony Emery, the season 1 champion for the Universal Orlando Cup Series, the season 2nd. And I'm very surprised how Emery's doing. He's really had an up and down season, but it's been more down, and I don't know what that is. It's very surprising. But
Emery certainly doesn't want another down race here tonight.
No,
now he's going to the inside for the lead.
And here he comes. Anthony Ritchie might pick, and the Wendy's car is coming as well. And here comes the pole sitter, Justin Talpass. He's not going away quietly. Neither is Jake Baskinger. As nearly 4 wide position, they sell back out to 3.
Those BK racing cars are definitely going strong in the first part of the race here. The question is, will they make it to the end?
Yeah, exactly, too, as they're going 3 wide for second. I'll tell you something about BK Racing. Even though Voiles and Thomas were a part of that team, they were one of the strongest teams of the entire NRSL. They were in the top 10 in points. Thomas was the points leader. Voiles was 7th. But now you got a driver returning to the Cup Series and a rookie. I mean, that's a change, right?
That's definitely a big, big change, and that change also affected the NRSL V8 Supercar Series, which Daniel Voiles and Andy Thomas had some pretty strong times in testing over there. But sadly, they got replaced. Robert Young and a couple other drivers, including Dishwasher, had to replace them.
That's right. If you watch Chris Washer's race, Dishwasher got his debut. As Zach Buchanan got the lead, and Emery got some contact onto him. That was a close call. Here comes Dylan Potey for the lead. Oh, car in the wall, Richards. And I think we have a caution. I think we do. Oh, Young's around. Samper. No caution, though. Oh, Sheldon and Washer involved. Richards is in the wall. He's got heavy damage. And no caution.
No caution.
How is there no caution? Daniel Day is leading right now, and Eugene Max in second. What earth happened? The first one I saw that bounced off the wall was the 9 car. Where is he at? Oh, he's right there. Now, I saw him bounce off the wall in the beginning. But if we stay in the green flag run, we'll take a look at that wreck. As leader right now is Daniel Day. Eugene Max in second, as mentioned. John Cittadino's in third. Now, here's the thing about Cittadino. He's the only 2-time winner in this series. However, though, he's doing really well. Don't get me wrong. And he looks like he's going to have a secure chase spot at whether top 10 or the wild card. The main thing, though, Cittadino's got to do, as Washer you see diving down the pit road, is that Cittadino's got to keep himself a great chase. Don't you think?
Cittadino's with his 2 wins, he's definitely going to make it in the chase.
He won at California, and he won at, what was the other one? If my memory can serve me correctly, I think he won at race number 8 at Riki. Yeah, Riki.
Yeah, and for me, those tracks are a little bit similar. For you at home, you probably don't think they're similar, but California Speedway, you go super, super fast at that track.
And I hate to cut you off as we got a new leader, Brad Johnson, to Max going to second.
Yeah, D-Max with those new Mustangs they have. And it's kind of rare to see a Mustang out in these races. But Eugene D-Max made it happen.
Yeah,
with
we're
the
going on
Mustang
board with
car.
the 12 right
Racing.
now, and I can tell you what, just looking from the roof cam at Demex, they're actually racing really well. It's just they're making sure also that they're not getting too close to that corner panel, and you can see that right now. He's staying behind him, but he's not going too close. So very good driving right there for the 12. As a car underneath him, that's Ian Dutta there. And how about Dutta, though? Dutta's really had a quiet season, but ever since his win, he's really gotten a lot better. So, a great effort for the 6, though.
Yeah, Ian Dutta, he's one of the guys who came up last summer. You know, he was very, very new when he came into this series.
I
And
hate to cut you off. Oh, Cedino got a little too close to Baskinger, but he kept it going.
you don't want to get too close at this track. It could be, whoa! Baskinger just dives down to the inside a bit.
Yeah, and you were saying about Dutta?
Yeah, once again, Dutta was pretty new when he came into your series and stuff, and he evolved, got some training in, and now he's in the All-Star race. So that's a really great story for the team he's on. But take a look at my pick. It's Talampas. He's in the lead.
Absolutely, Talampas having a great run. And take a look at the field here as you can see through here. Look at all the rookies that are here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Carl! There we go. We got wrecked. We got wrecked.
Wreck.
And now the caution is out. Buchanan, Dollarton, Johnson, Ritchie. Oh, there goes my pick. I need a new one now. Oh, finally they pull out the caution, but... Oh, man, that is not good. And Jake Baskinger is going to lead them down at the stripe as we're on lap 11 of 26.
Yeah, and those BK cars.
And look who they just caught up to.
Whoa.
They just caught up to that Huggies machine of Dylan Young. Ladies and gentlemen, it just got real.
Yeah, and all of those BK racing cars are in that top pack. So
And you want to know something too is that the 93 car at that time of the 14 races had 7 top 10s and very little DNFs. That's been one of the strongest cars of all season. The Baskinger's in it.
yeah, this kind of reminds me of the DuPont Cup Series James Silverfox runs. Chris Washer in there had 4 wins and didn't even be a lap down or a DNF for like the first 10 races. And that's how Jake Baskinger, and of course Andy Thomas and Daniel Voiles did that for him. But Jake Baskinger certainly likes to keep it up.
And I'll tell you something about at that time too, that 93 car. That 93 car may have had 7 top 10s and very little DNFs, but it's had no wins, so it's really crazy. So Ritchie, Johnson, oh man, there's Dollarton there. So we're gonna take a look at some of the incidents. We're gonna take a look at the first incident with Young and all that, and we're gonna take a look at that right now. So don't go away, stay tuned, as we're just at the halfway point. We're back. We found out what happened to McCurry, Qualls, and Lamas. Take a look at this. They were just about to form 4 wide, coming up at turn number 2. And I'll tell you something. You got 3 experienced drivers, even though technically McCurry is a rookie in the series, and same with James Qualls, but they're veterans in other series, and oh boy, this really settles up an amazing job here. Watch this. They're going 3 abreast right now. And they're just sandwiched. Qualls literally sandwiched Lamas and McCurry. And watch McCurry and Qualls. I mean, this is amazing.
This is excellent saving by the 3 veterans in the NASCAR Racing 203 community. They're like, it's kind of, yeah, you're right. It's kind of like a sandwich.
I mean, look at McCurry. He's partly sideways, clips Qualls a little bit, and they kept it going. And Lamas was the runner-up to Emery last season. Qualls, even though he's a rookie in this series, a veteran in many others, and same with McCurry, so does not surprise me. So we want to look at that incident. Now we're going to look at the second incident before the caution. We're back, and Jack Richards once again showing dumbasses can drive like this. Richards literally comes down onto Shelton right here. And I think the NRSL should have pulled a caution on this, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with it. Goes right up into Ryan Richards, into Chris Washer, Shelton hard in the wall, Richards in the wall. Look at these cars are bounced off the wall and damaged. And then you're going to see here in a moment Charles Sanford, the fan vote winner, sadly. Or actually, Young got into Sanford. My apologies there. Spins them out. And then Young, sadly though, is going to get damage off this, and I don't think he got that much damage off that.
No, he didn't get much damage. I think he would have gone on to continue the race, but
I
I
mean, he
think
bounced
that's
off
what
the
he's
wall,
doing
but
right now.
we got to go back to that 9 car real quickly, because I just want to see if he really meant to, like, go left. We're going to go look in the cockpit view. And I don't know if you could tell me. We're going to go slow. Watch the wheel. I know he's turning left, but, like, if he goes, like, super left. Yeah, he
Hi.
slightly does.
Yeah.
He slightly does, and he forgot Shelton was there, and then it just didn't work.
Hi, my name
And
is Jack Richards, and welcome to Jackass.
exactly. And then you're just seeing the wreck coming on behind. So I want to be clear about that, just to see if Richards was not using his head or anything. So that was the second incident. Let's look at our caution now. Here's a look now at our caution. Watch underneath Anthony Ritchie. That's Dougie Shears and Brad Johnson. Shears won the one of the 2 spots for the All-Star race, and then Johnson made it in from winning one of the races this season. Johnson gets into Shears, goes right up into Ritchie. Hard hit for Ritchie and Johnson. Right in front of Poteet, right in front of Dollarson, and this completely just nearly blocks the track. Willis nearly had a great job, but then runs into Ritchie, and then just, I believe, did Buchanan get involved? No, he didn't. Oh, actually, oh, he did, actually. I failed. He did. He sideswiped Willis. And smoke is erupting out of that car. Becker's going to make it through. That I know for a fact, because I know he did not get damage.
Where did these guys get their driver's license? I want to know that right now.
I want to know that, too. This is insane. Oh, man, that's a tough break for Zach Buchanan. Thought he was going to fit through and just couldn't do it. But actually, man, tough blow, though, for Anthony Ritchie, because he was just minding his own business, and just Johnson just slid right up in him. Watch again. We're going to go in the slow-mo thing and just watch underneath where Johnson and Shears are. Watch here. You're going to see right here. Shears just slid up just a little bit, and Ritchie's minding his own business. Johnson just gets into him right there, and just Johnson, the unfortunate one. That car just snapped loose and just got into Ritchie right there. And that is not an easy impact, too. That was at 191 miles an hour. Oof. Oh, look at Eugene and Max barely make it through. Anthony Emery made it through. Daniel Day made it through. So, great driving by them. Caution's out for the first time today, involving a lot of cars that you've seen from the 2 incidents and the caution. Let's take you back to green. We're going to go back to green as we're on lap 15 and 26. Drivers out of the race from all the incidents taking place, and they are as follows. Jessica Shelton, Chris Washer, Ryan Richards, Anthony Ritchie, Brad Johnson, Ashley Willis, and Zach Buchanan are all out of the race. 20 cars remain. Amazing, huh?
Yeah, 20 cars, that should reduce the amount of wrecks and incidents we've been seeing in this past couple laps. As well, we'll have about 11 to 10 laps to go as they come across to the restart. So, it'll be a good sprint to the finish.
Yeah, 11 laps to go at the stripe. Let's go through your top 10 as Jake Baskinger is your leader. Second is John Sedino. Third, Ian Dutta. Fourth is Justin Talonpass. Fifth is Dougie Shears. Sixth, Anthony Emery. Seventh, Daniel Day. Eighth is Eugene Max. Ninth is Devin Becker. Completing the top 10 is Dylan Poteet. 11th through 20th, the rest of the fields, James Sorfox, Noah Hart, Seth Cole, James Qualls, Anthony McCurry, Charles Sanford, Cody Lamas, Chris Dollarton, Jack Richards, and Dylan Young. So my pick's thrown away. New pick, I'm going to look at Devin Becker, restarting ninth, excuse me. Even though I'm still in Poteet, made through all those wrecks. Clean cars equals better finishes.
Yeah, exactly. But if you have a wrecked up car, but if others have a wrecked up car, you can also get up there to the first line too. So
as the green flag is back out. Already Sorfox and Hart trying to make a 3 wide for 10th there. And another thing, too, I just realized, too, because Poteet's got that damage, I don't know how that's going to affect him. And already he's just getting freight trained there, but I think he was just on the very high line.
That might be it, because sometimes being a little damaged could be an advantage in some races. It depends on the variables that happens to be there.
Let's
But
see. These
there's,
guys are going about
I
240s.
believe that's
Yeah,
Jack
I
Richards.
think they're just a little behind because of that. As Ian Dutta is now taking the lead. Look at the 83 cars now trying to take the lead. The other BK Racing car, Justin Talon Pass. At the stripe, it's going to be Dutta. Close battle there. Here comes John Cittadino. 3 wide behind there with the 93, the 52, and there was another car there that I missed, but I believe that was the I believe it was a 19. As Sanford nearly got into Noah Hart there. Close call right there. As so far, John Cedino is your leader. Justin Talon Pass in second, having a great return so far. What a return the 83 car is having to the Cup Series. This is huge. As we got about 10 laps to go right now, 9 when we cross the stripe. Talon Pass trying to take the lead off turn 4. Emery's drafting Cedino. I don't know why. Now he's drafting the 83. Cedino's going to lead at the stripe. And now Talon Pass trying to take that lead now off the advantage of turn number 1. Anthony Emery now going for the lead. He's got it.
Yeah, in the 48, here comes Emery. Then there's D-Max right behind them.
Emery, DeMax, Hart. Look at that. They're freight training, but I don't think that is going to last.
Oh, no, it won't last. Super speed. We all know
super
super
look at DeMax, and look at Noah Hart trying to go 3 wide for that spot. DeMax getting put in the middle. Emery loses the spot easily. And how about Daniel Day? We have barely talked about him. Look at this. He's in the 4th bound for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, another NRSL member. He's doing very great in his. I think this is his first All-Star race.
This is his first All-Star race for the series here. You are correct. It's been interesting so far.
He's going to pass Justin Talon Pass.
Well, look at the NRSL members that are still here. You got Daniel Day that's running in 3rd spot, trying to take 2nd. Then you got James Silverfox that's here in the top 10. I believe he's in the 6th spot right now. You got Ian Dutta that's back there. Seth Cole that's back there. And then you got, that's pretty much it.
And then the other NRSL member that I can think of is Chris Washer, he's out of the race.
Yeah, sadly enough. Dollarton, Young, they look like they're pretty much SOL on that. And Poti, I can safely say he's done too, as well as Richards. But it ain't over for some of the guys back there, like named Cody Lamas and Anthony McCurry. It ain't over for them yet. I mean, they're a little bit off the draft, but they're not like really far out.
Not too far out. They're not like far enough where they lost the draft. They're like far enough where they could just catch the draft and come upfield. And, oh, here comes Noah Hart.
Noah Hart trying to take the lead. Here comes Cittadino right back for the lead. Just when he thought Cittadino was going to go away, he said, I don't think so. And look who's moving up.
No, not in my house.
Look who's moving up now. Dougie Shears and Seth Cole. Those are 2 good buddies right there. We have barely talked about them at all today.
Yeah, Seth Cole, he's, as if you don't know already, you've been hiding your life in a shelter. The biggest guy in the NASCAR race in 2003, the big gun.
And I'll tell you something too about Seth. That Kentucky race in the Cup that he had, I think he really wants to forget that because he just took a wild flip in that car there on that track. And obviously coming to Super Speedway after a flip in a Speedway, you really want to forget about it. Seth Cole is really doing really well right now, trying to take that 2nd spot from Shears. Like, the top 3 know each other very well, and, well, Emery's going to take the 3rd spot away, but, man, imagine if Seth wins this. As we got 5 laps to go when we cross the stripe, I want to check. They're on the backstretch right now, so I doubt we're going to catch any lap cars. I doubt it.
And here comes Seth Cole coming to the inside. Trying to pass
Yeah, but he's like all over the bumper of Cittadino, nearly coming into that corner panel there. That would not be a good idea. Devin Becker, my new pick, starting to work his way up as well. He's 5th. We barely talked about him as well. Driving the UPS Chevrolet. A lot of the cars are driving UPS. Dutta, Becker, and Lamas, they're driving it. And, man, look at Seth. They're deciding to stay with Cittadino. It's like the greatest teammates decide to strike in the NRSL. Well, oh!
Yes.
Oh, no, we got a wreck! That's it. I think Cittadino may have just got this win, as Cittadino is leaning up the stripe. Caution is waving.
That looked like Emery on my screen for
a moment. Smoke is erupting. That's Baskinger and McCurry.
Wow.
Dutta's got damage. Sanford, I know, hit the wall. And
This
we
is
got about
basically
4
the end
laps
of
to
the race
go,
here
and
at North Pit.
I don't think we're going to go back to green, but man, that was a shocking turn of events. John Cittadino is your leader. Seth, you could tell it just didn't have enough to get around Cittadino at all, but
Yeah, I think Seth was looking forward to a win, but I think he'll appreciate the second place.
I doubt we're going to go back to green. If we do, it may be a one-lap shootout. I doubt it, though. Caution's out for the second time today, as we're in lap 23-26. Let's take a look quickly at the caution. Well, I'm shocked, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what happened. Silver Fox and Baskinger make some contact. Baskinger got into Silver Fox. Silver Fox and Baskinger both bounce off the apron. Silver Fox keeps his car going. Baskinger, his car just snapped and could not turn left. He's going to bounce off the wall. There's Charles Sanford in the Sprite car. Bounces off at Baskinger. And then looks like they're going to keep it going because Sanford pushed Baskinger there. And then McCurry's going to get into him, and then it just does not help. Dutta also got into him right there. And there's where Baskinger is around. And there's where the caution came out. Man, that is a tough blow right there.
Yeah, and I got a report from pit road from Baskinger's pit box. And it appears as soon as he hit the apron, his steering just locked up and he just couldn't turn. Just slammed to that wall, so nothing could really have been done. So, disappointing end to Baskinger's day.
Disappointing finish, I should say, too, for Baskinger. And I thought for a moment, too, that he could have been up in the front, like, battling up for the win and all that. But that may be ruined. Caution's out for the second time today. Can John Cittadino hang on and win? Let's take you back to the end of the race. Now we're back as John Cittadino, as we're on the white flag, is your leader. Quickly note the people, and there are no one's out of the race, so good thing there. But John Cittadino, who would have thought a two-time winner in the Cup Series was going to do it here in the All-Star race?
Yeah, then you have Seth Cole behind him. You know,
And
Seth.
he really had a good shot, but just couldn't get the oomph to get around him. If there was probably another lap, I think Seth would have had the chance.
Yeah, Seth will definitely have a chance, but once again, they'll open the door for other drivers too, and it could be someone instead of Cittadino and Seth Cole.
Here we go. We're off turn number 4. Obvious no indication of coming down a pit road. And it looks like John Cittadino, Utica Home Track Series, is going to win its third ever Universal Orlando Cup Series event. 2 points paint event, 1 All-Star race. This is going to help him return for the All-Star race next season. He's going to win here at Coca Cola for the All-Star race. Man,
think of all the extra money John Cittadino's going to spend.
That was a great race, and just, man, that was amazing. Let's go through your top 10 here. John Cittadino was your winner. Seth Cole was second. Dougie Shears third. Devin Becker fourth. Anthony Emery fifth. Sixth was Justin Talampass. Great day for the 83 car on his return there. Seventh was Noah Hart. Eighth was Eugene Max. Ninth, James Silverfox. And how about 10th was James Qualls. Involved in that first incident, ends up getting a top 10.
Yeah, and once again, that first incident was like 3 veterans, like making a sandwich, and they just saved it. So James Qualls, impressive comeback after that.
Even though it wasn't the win, still great, valiant job. And then the rest of the field from 11th through 20th, they were Daniel Day, Charles Sanford, Cody Lamas, Jack Richards, Jake Baskinger on his debut in the Cup Series. A decent run. Anthony McCurry, 16th. Dylan Poteet, 17th. Chris Dollarton, 18th. 19th, Dylan Young. And completing the top 20 and the rest of the field that finished the race, Ian Dutta. And the rest of the drivers of the race were Zach Buchanan, Ashley Willis, Brad Johnson, Anthony Ritchie, Ryan Richards, Chris Washer, and Jessica Shelton. They are your field. But John Cittadino, Utica's be having a party as he wins here the All-Star race. And I'll tell you what, he is just having an incredible season right now, Cittadino.
Citadino is, if you're having a great season, why stop it? That's what Citadino said. It came in and wins this All-Star race.
I hope in Outback they don't hit this part of the barrier there, but if they do, sorry. But anyway, Citadino, a two-time winner, is going to be your All-Star race winner here for Season 2 of the NRSL Universal Orlando Cup Series. I want to thank Chris Washer for joining me here. The link to his channel will be up in the description. And obviously, if you've seen his first... Dylan Young just punting Chris Dodson there.
Oh.
What was I going to say after that? Oh, yeah. If you want to sub to Chris's channel and all that, link will be there. The first race for his NRSL series should be up by now. If not, then I don't know when. It should be up the next day, or if that happens by the time of my recording and all that. But nonetheless, if you like this race, be sure to give it a like, comment beneath of your thoughts about the All-Star race. Be sure to subscribe to be a part of the NRSL. And we'll see you for the Outback All-Star race after we hear the results of the fan vote winner later on. We'll make an announcement later on in just a moment. But nonetheless, congrats to John Citadino one last time on the victory. I'm 867-5309-858, signing off, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and we have found out our Outback Series fan vote winner finally. And the winner of that is Anthony McCurry via a 5-way tiebreaker with 2 extra votes. Oh dear Lord. We had a 5-way tie for the fan votes between Noah Hart, Anthony McCurry, Cole Daly, John Citadino, and Cody Lamas. It ended up being Anthony McCurry winning via the tiebreaker. So Anthony, congratulations. Once again, me and Chris are signing off, and we'll see you for the Outback All-Star race. Till then, goodbye everybody.